In the 157 years since the pier opened, over 100,000 tides have risen and fallen around the structure. This film provides the closest and most detailed look at the pier in the 20 years since the two infernos turned it into an inaccessible ruin. We didn't know what the film would reveal or what we would find. The results are extraordinary. Welcome to the West Pier. My name's Fred Gray. I'm the historian of the West Pier Trust. It's a fantastic, lovely sunny day just before 7 o'clock on the 20th of May 2023. It's low tide and the West Pier is uncovered, it's revealed. These are views of the West Pier that most people don't see most of the time. So the low tide has shown us almost the full extent of the West Pier structure. And it's an absolutely fantastic structure. Our film shows the overall shape and form of the pier. It suggests the amazing puzzle of how it was constructed. The use of regular and uniform metal, making real the paper designs and ensuring overall symmetry. Surprisingly, the original structure appears the most intact. This is the forest of wrought iron piles literally screwed into the seabed and cast iron columns and ties and braces designed to make the whole structure stable. The pier was primarily a select promenade, a place to enjoy the seaside literally over the sea, consume sea air, appreciate sea views, to stroll or sit, and perhaps listen to music. Peering carefully into this metal forest, it is possible to see the zigzag remains of the original staircases. These led from the promenade deck to the integrated landing stages and provided visitors with access to pleasure steamers. The substructure at low tide shows early attempts to protect and strengthen the piles with concrete sleeves where they were most at risk of erosion. The most iconic symbol of the West Pier are the fascinating remains of the 1890s pavilion and theatre, standing in skeleton form like some huge and abandoned birdcage. It is this ruin that most hints at the glories of the past and the enduring battle between society and nature at the seaside. On the west side of the pavilion, a surprising survivor is a section of the concrete promenade that once encircled the theatre balcony. The twisted theatre ruins are the product of fire and storm, of rust and decay. The arson attacks of 2003 were the most destructive forces, often twisting and distorting the surviving metal frame. Even so, there are still decorative and delicate castings to be seen. And yet the pierhead ruin, while abandoned by people, is not abandoned by nature. Cormorants, for example, use the ruin as a safe haven. At low tide, the natural wealth of the seabed reef is revealed by sea algae and limpets. What of the future? We don't know the nature or speed of change, but the pier will be continually transformed. There will be gradual erosion, bits will rust or fall away, and there will also be sudden and catastrophic events such as a storm or a major collapse. The pier is in a state of active collapse and will eventually be transformed into an offshore reef. Today, the West Pier is a beautiful, haunting and changing seaside jewel. It is a ghostly reminder of what happened in the past, and a brilliant and breathtaking treasure for the future.